Hey, Cole here, and I'm going to show you guys an interesting effect. Has this ever happened to you? Aw, nuts! All the raisins are on the top! Nuts is right. This is because this effect is known as the Brazil nut effect. But what is the Brazil nut effect? Well, the Brazil nut effect is when you have a granulated mixture and you shake it or vibrate it, the larger particles tend to move to the top. But why does this happen? Well, first we have to look at what happens when you're accelerating an object. So, if we have an object, we must accelerate it upwards more than gravity, which is 9.8 meters per second downwards. So, this can be represented as gamma equals our peak acceleration over our gravity. For this effect to take place, gamma must be greater than 1. If not, the particles don't move enough, and therefore there is no Brazil nut effect. There are two possible ways why this can happen. The first one is percolation. But what is percolation? Well, when you shake your object upwards, the particles will move up, the larger ones. This is because when you shake it, the smaller particles will go into the gaps left by the larger particles. In this case, larger flakes or the raisins. So you're left up with layers of larger particles on the top or raisins. If you can see them, they're kind of buried in there. There's another way this can occur. If you send vibrations up through a cup with particles in them, they will go down and around. So they'll go up and then go down the walls. If you have a large particle on the bottom, like a rubber ball, a wooden ball, anything, and you are tapping the bottom of the glass, all the rest of the top ones will go down the side, and it will slowly move up. While grain size is important, other factors can affect this as well, such as density, friction against the walls of the container, even air pressure in between the particles. And another big one is the shape of the container. If we have a regular cylindrical container, this effect will take place. But if we have a conical container, this effect is actually reversed, and the large particles move to the bottom of the cup. Scientists are still baffled by this, and there are no complete theories as to why this takes place. But you can actually use it to your advantage. For example, say you want to have a nice bowl of Lucky Charms. You can shake that bad boy up, and even though the marshmallows are lighter than the actual cereal, when you shake them, they will end up on top, and you can have a nice marshmallow thick cereal. Whether you're snacking on Lucky Charms or Raisin Bran, or you have some meat in your rice, you'll notice that when things are shaken, they naturally go to the top. This has been the Brazil nut effect.